Hello, Cleveland, and everyone from everywhere else. Welcome to your 10-minute, no, I'm sorry, your 15-minute TA for Saturday, June 7th, 2025. Before we get started, please give me a like, give me a subscribe. Tell me what you want to see. If you want me to cover other cryptos, do some TA on some other alts or something like that, let me know. I can do that. If you like the channel, let me know. If you don't like the channel, let me know. Well, just, talk to me. Let me know what's up. All right. Without further ado, let's dive into these charts. So let's start here on the 9-day. So with the 90-minute chart yesterday, we were looking at this bear flag, but also this bull flag. And honestly, what do you think happened? It looks like the bull flag took control, kept going. Price action came up and out of it, although it's really still the same bull flag. It's just that we gotta adjust. We just gotta adjust it a little bit. So our downward all right, so our downward support structure for this has changed. We'd come up right to the 200 here. So let's say we break out from here. How higher up are we going? 110.5-ish. All right, well, let's see what happens. I mean, we did come up, so let's get rid of this bear flag. Bear flag gone. Bear flag is gone. Bear flag. Goodbye, bear flag. Okay, so we still got this bull flag here. Ooh. Something like that. We'll get rid of this one. That's no longer really a support structure. I mean, it could be. Come down here, come up back to it, but at the moment, okay, also get rid of this fib retracement. And yeah, there's our bull flag now. However, our stochastics are pointing to the downside. They are coming down fairly quickly, and so if we can see them come all the way down, find its bottom either here at the median or all the way down to oversold territory, and then find a bottom and turn back around, while RSI remains in bullish territory where it is currently. That's over this 50 median line here. It has come under its signal line though, put in a lower high, or I'm sorry, a lower low. So there could be some downward pressure coming. How much further down? Well, let's draw a fib retracement, excuse me, a fib retracement for this bull flag. And there you go. We have some levels of where this might retrace to. Golden pocket being all the way down here. Anyway, let's look at the 22-minute to see where the 90 minutes pointing. Wow, 22-minute Stokes are very overbought. So if the downward move has come, this is a good spot where we might see, be done. 5-minute pushing up. Stokes are pushing up. RSI also pushing up. It's in bearish territory, but it's pushing up. Seems like it bounced off the 200. That's a bullish signal there. We're over the 200 on the 5. 1 minute under its 200 though, and overbought Stokes. So we might see a little more downside here, or it might just keep going. Let's look at the 15 second. Also under its 200. Also overbought Stokes. Oh my goodness! Look at the 5 second. Very overbought Stokes. That's the 5 second though. I mean, like who's crazy enough to trade the 5 second? On occasion, you don't need to do it like now, but if you're in some heavy volatility, you might want to look at like the lower second charts if you have those available to you. Anyway, back to the one. We're under the 100 or the 200, so we got to see it get up over that 200 for a chance. But it looks like it's shooting up. It looks like the Stokes here might get stuck, and even if not, there's some really strong push here on the RSI. Same deal here on the 5-minute, which should drive the 22-minute back up RSI wise and Stokes wise, which should drive the 90-minute back up. So yeah, right now we're looking bullish. We're looking like there's bullish patterning, even though the Stokes are pointing to the downside. Looks like there's bullish patterning. And even if we make it down to that golden pocket, well, we've still got a bull pattern up to 106.6. I mean, hopefully we can, bounce off the 618, 107.5. Hopefully we can just run up from here, get back up over that 110 mark, and give us a lot of hope for, new all-time highs. Once again, happening maybe this month. Maybe. All right, so looking bullish on the pattern-wise on the 90-minute, but we're looking for those Stokes to turn around, or at least to, find bottom before the RSI and the price action find their way lower and come in with another lower low, basically getting down to about 104.2 or lower. So we don't want to see that. All right, let's look at the 6-hour chart. 6 hour, we are still overbought on the Stokes. Now, if the Stokies can on the 90-minute, can turn around, can find that turnaround, well, then, like I said yesterday, this will take off. The Stokes here will get stuck. This head and shoulders will play out, and that should play out where to? 110.5 ish. Look at that. Same as that bull flag that we were looking at. I mean, it is the same. It's within the same pattern. This right shoulder is that bull flag. Anyway, that's what we're looking for. Now, it could go down. The Stokes are overbought, and 90 minutes are, coming down. And, if we're really honest about it, these lower time frames are super noisy. So while the 22 may be over its 200 here, aim point at the upside. It's trying. You got to see that 5 minute stay over its 200. It's working at it. Look at this. Look at that. Look at it go. In the 1 minute, it's going crazy, heading towards that 5 minute, that 200. We can see the 1 minute break over that 200. Then hell yeah, 5 minute will push up, 22 will push up, and that'll push the 90 up, and that'll keep the 6 hour going, and make it get, that head and shoulders. That head and shoulders, inverted head and shoulders on the 6 hour will take off as well. So we're looking at that 1 minute, man. We're looking at that 1 minute. I know it's odd to say for anyone who's not like a trader. It's like, why are you looking at the 1 minute? Well, because the 1 minute can tell you where the turnaround's coming. If this gets rejected at the 200 here, well then the move back down to the downside is going to try and break back down under the 200 here on the 5 minute. If that happens, then the 200 here on the 22 is in our sights, back down to 104.3. That can happen. And if that happens, well, then we're back to the bottom of the Bollinger Bands here on the 90 minute, which isn't a bad thing per se. I mean, it'd still be a equal high or an equal low to our structure lows here. And even at that point, our measured move would still bring us up over 108, which would invalidate the head and shoulders, the regular head and shoulders here on the daily that we've been looking at. That has a play down to 96K. Stokes are pointing to the upside though. That's good. That's bullish. So, hey, let's see this get invalidated. Break up over that 21 and get moving. Look at this. RSI has moved back into bullish territory, so that's good. Might even see a little head and shoulders being formed here. Shoulder. Oops. It's kind of a shoulder. Head. And we'll see if we can see another shoulder come down. Yeah. We'll see. It'd be cool if, if that plays out on the RSI there and brings price action up over 108 to invalidate this head and shoulders. And that would give us more strength in these upward moves, give us more strength in the upward move that we're looking at on this bigger time scale here on the daily. That big bull flag, which, if this was the bottom where we were, then we're looking at 140-ish. Yeah, maybe we'll stop a little short of there. We most likely will. But that's on the table. 140. It all starts with that 1 minute, though. Whoop. Come on, 1 minute. break over that 200. RSI got overbought. Let's do this on the 90. Dude. 1 minute. There you go. All right. Overbought Stoke. Overbought RSI. This is about to turn back down. Question is, will it turn down? When it turns back down, will it find support here higher than its previous lows and turn this little trend down? Because it's been in a little downtrend, see? Since about 642, been in a downtrend. Let's see if that downtrend has actually changed. Because look, now we have higher high. So now the trend's changing. So if the trend's changing, let's see if that is what's happening. You gotta get over that 200. That'll tell us if that 5 is moving up, so if the 22 is moving up, and then if the 90 is gonna change direction. And by change direction, I mean that it's Stokes. It's moving up here on price. It's moving up here on RSI. Got higher highs, higher lows, higher highs, higher lows on price. But the stochastic RSI is pointing to the downside. So that's indicating to us that there could be some possible downside. However, it can turn around. And hopefully it does from here. Hopefully that 1 minute breaks. So we can see that turnaround on the 90 minute. But look, it's coming down like I just said. Look at that. Where's that bottom going to be? Let's hope it bounces at the 50. This orange line and the 21. They're correlating right now. Let's see it. Let's see it. Let's see it. All right, come on now. Here it comes. It's about to bounce off that 50 and that 21. Yeah, maybe. Stokes are going down quick. RSI is starting to not go down as quick. You see how the angle of that is changed? It's not as extreme of an angle in that downward slope there. Anyway, sorry. Yeah, I'm watching for that 200 to be broken on the 1 minute. If that can happen, then there's a chance for the 5 minutes to bounce off that 200 and keep on moving up. Chance for the 22 stay over its 200 and keep moving up because it's ready to move up. That one's ready to move up. Same with the 5. Well, the 5 minute Stokes are ready to come down, and the RSI looking like it wants to put in a higher low. Did you bounce? Oh, you might have bounced. Look at that. What are you doing? What are you doing? You bouncing? You gonna bounce? See how the RSI is now flat? Decision time. Bears or bulls? Who's gonna win? Who's putting more money into the market? It's not gonna be this minute. There's 17 seconds left. 16, 15. All right. It's gonna be in the next minute. We'll see that bounce, or we'll see it come down more. But it's looking. Oh no. Well, let's see. Let's see. All right. Here's the next minute. Let's see where it happens. They're gonna buy. They're gonna buy and bounce it off the 21. The bully bulls, look, the Stokes are starting to have not as an extreme of an angle as well. RSI is going lower. Didn't bounce. Nope, broke right through. Let's see if that just wicks through and comes back up. Nope. All right, so now we're watching for our local lows here to remain lower than this low. Stochastics moving into oversold territory. Price action moving down lower than we would want it to, although here's a spot for a bounce. The tops of these candles, that's a local support level. Former resistance, came up here to it at resistance, and now we're coming down to it for support. Will it hold? Possibly. Possibly not. Possibly going to form a right shoulder of a head and shoulders here. Now if that happens, our downward target becomes, do it in red. Downward target becomes, becomes 105.4. So right now we want to see price action get back up over 105.6. We'll say 105.7. Let's say no. Let's say 105.65. 105.65. If you can get up over that, then this head and shoulders will be invalidated, and we can head back up, try to get over that 200, and try to push that 90 to the upside. If that 90 cannot be pushed to the upside, well then we're heading down through our Fibonacci retracements, and we'll find a bounce from one of these retracements, hopefully. As long as we don't break under our 786 and flip it to resistance, our bull flag stays valid. And our chances to invalidate that head and shoulders on the daily remain valid as well. I mean, this inverted head and shoulders, it can come back down a little bit and still be valid. It would be invalidated more so down here around the 103 level. Let's watch for it and see if that 103 level can hold. That'd be the 0.5 Fibonacci retracement for this bull flag. We'll see if it can hold. See what happens. All eyes on the 1 minute. Looks like it's about to turn around. 5. Still over its 200. Stokes would get stuck up there. They haven't come down quite as fast as that 1 minute Stokes, and the 5 minute RSI there looks like it's finding a higher low. All right, I'm going with more upside. More upside from here. I'll probably be wrong. We'll probably see more downside, but I'm looking for more upside. All right, that's about all I got for you today. It went a little bit long, but that's okay. Because you know what? Life is short, and sometimes you just gotta ramble. Or stare at the 1 minute chart. Anyway, thank you so much for watching. If you've made it this far in the video, please give me a like. You guys are freaking awesome. Much love, and I'll see you tomorrow.